तत्गणेशाय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयाति ॐ तत्परम्पर्याय विद्महे ज्ञानलिङ्गेश्वराय धीमहि तन्नो गुरुः प्रचोदयाति ॐ योग महर्षि दत्त स्वामी गीतानंद गिरि गुरु महाराज की जय। योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचं मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोतं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि। ॐ अथ साधनपादः samādhi-siddhiḥ-īśvarapraṇidhānāt. Samadhi is attained through surrender to the divine. Through perfect observance of Īśvara-praṇidhāna, one can attain samadhi. Īśvara-praṇidhāna is a total surrender, sarangati, of the puny self's will to the divine will. As early as in Sutra 23 of Samadhipada, Maharishi Patanjali had mentioned that samadhi can be obtained through Īśvara-praṇidhāna. This is the message of Bhakti Yoga, the path of devotional love, where the devotee becomes one with the divine through total and unconditional surrender. We must let our barriers down. We must realize that we are not the doer. We are instruments of the divine will, Narayana Bhava. Whatever actions we perform should be an offering to the divine, Narayana Arpana Bhava. We need to realize that we are only a tool, Nimitta Bhava, used by the divine to do this work. One must let go of one's ego, which may be imagined as a piece of dark clay covering one's face. All that can be seen is the clay. As one slowly removes the clay, the true face emerges. One must do their best and leave the rest. Doing one's best, making full, skillful effort is the individual's duty. Some do not do much and think it is their best. Others overpush themselves because they don't know the limits of their best and get burnt out. How much is your best? This is a question to be pondered for any who are engaged in Swadhyaya. Why did Maharishi Patanjali put Swadhyaya before Īśvara-praṇidhāna? Because before you give yourself totally, you need to know what you are giving, your limits and your strengths. A pilot must know the exact working of the jet plane. The pilot must know when to lift off and then to do so at the right moment. It is a very precise point. We need to first know ourselves and then be ready to let go, to jump off the cliff, not literally of course, to take off at the right moment. How can we know the divine? It is possible only through Swadhyaya. And what is required for Swadhyaya? The dedicated and intense self-discipline of tapa. This is why these three come together in the form of Kriya Yoga. Emotional indulgences are not Īśvara-praṇidhāna. Emotions come from the limbic cortex, also called the mammalian brain. They go round and round and round. The fastest they go, and the faster they go, the sooner they become a whirlpool that drags down the spirit. Bhakti Yoga is not singing bhajans and doing puja and emotionally repeating, I love God, I love God, I love God. Bhakti Yoga is trust, absolute trust. Bhaktas are like spiritual gliders who run off the cliff, having full faith they will fly. This is a trust that knows where the air currents are and how to flow with them efficiently. one must not slow down while running towards the end of the cliff, or one may fall off. Trust the divine enough to let go. Then one will live in the total now. One will be in samadhi. Samadhi is living in the now. When swadhyaya is developed to such a level, there is a constant 24-hour state of awareness. Swamiji termed the state of being as the state of ecstasy. This is a kind of samadhi. But be not deceived. This is still not kaivalya. The highest goal still lies ahead. One peak has been scaled, but there are more to come. Om Loka Samasta Sukhinu Bhavantu Sarve Jana Sukhinu Bhavantu Om Shantihi 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 Om